Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing the walls over here in my breakfast nook that I finally got done on the weekend. Yes, only took me 2 weekends, that's not too bad. But before we get started, there's some things that I just don't like to do. And today was one of them. This is actually, I'm doing this video on Monday night after dinner because I'm not going to have time in the morning before I go to work, so I thought I'd better do it tonight. So today, I had to have a mammogram. Now, I have them every year. I've been having them for 14 years, no big deal. You think I'd be used to it by now? No, I hate having those done. I don't know about anybody else, but when I leave there for about an hour and a half, I feel like I'm just out of whack and I need to be fluffed or something. Yeah, it's not the funnest thing to do. I was dreading. For some reason, when she did my left side, it was like really tight. It felt a lot tighter than on the right side. It's still kind of sore right now. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I just feel out of whack. Okay, well, enough about the mammogram. Oh, another thing today. Now, this was something that I didn't happen to me today. It happened about a week and a half ago. I have to get driver's license renewed. So my mugshot came in the mail today. I'm actually, my driver's license, but it looks like a mugshot, let me tell you. You cannot have any kind of facial expression there. So it's always fun to go to the DMV in January. Yeah, I really don't like that. You have to get there early. I got there about 20 minutes early. There's already 10 people standing out in line. And it was freezing that day and it was very windy. They're only open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, so you have to go there, early. And I was like, oh gosh. At least I was only there for 30 minutes. But yeah, last time out was 5 years ago. And you can smile a little bit, because last time she goes, you can smile a little bit if you want to, so I did. And this time the big old sign on the camera that says no facial expressions. And then they tell you that too when they're getting ready to take your picture. They go, now look at the dot down there and no facial expressions. I'm like, okay. And it looks like a mugshot. Is horrible. It's the worst picture I've ever had. Luckily, they're not in color. They've changed our license here where they're kind of a bluish green, and so are you. You're like, my hair looks black, and then, like your lips and your eyes just look black, and your face has this bluish green color. It's all kind of pixelated, so kind of strange looking, but yeah, worst one I've ever had. Okay, well, enough about that. Let's go ahead and check out the breakfast nook now. Before I show you what it looks like right now, I'm going to show you a little snippet of what I did on one of the walls, the paint technique that I did. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, I'm going to speed up the video for this. Now, I'm just using a dark brown paint that I have left over from my accent wall in the basement. And of course, this has already been painted the wall color of the rest of the walls in the kitchen, which was left over. And I'm just dabbing it on here and there. It can get on the grout lines because we're going to come back with the wall color and touch up all those spots. Now, a funny thing, when I was hanging the wallpaper the Saturday before, about 12:50 in the afternoon, all the electricity went out. And it was a cloudy day. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So about an hour later, I called the electric company, got a recording, said there was a major power outage of like 985 residents. So let's just say I wasn't too happy. And it said, oh, you can expect power back between 8 and 10 p.m. And I thought, 8 and 10 p.m. at 5 o'clock, it's going to be pitch black in here. So at 3 o'clock, right on the dot, power came back on. But I was 2 hours behind on getting a lot of stuff done. But I did get all the wallpaper hung that Saturday. So I was happy with that. So now I am taking the wall color and going in the grout lines and touching up, because I don't want all this dark brown in there. And if you want to, you can also, if you think you got too much dark in there, go ahead and tap on there and add a little more lightness. Now this is the last step. I'm just using this craft paint that I got at Walmart for 50 cents. It's antique parchment's the color. I use a damp paper towel. Now you could use a rag. Just have my paint on a paper plate and I am just rubbing it in. And you can put it on heavy in spots, light in spots, and I'm also going in over the grout lines and making everything look a lot lighter. Now, I didn't want this to look brown because I have those black and cream buffalo check panels. So I wanted it to blend in more with that, and this kind of gives it more of a grayish tone instead of the brown when you put this antique parchment color over it. So I'm just going to continue doing this, and like I said, you know, I went back and forth, putting it a little heavier in spots and wiping a little bit off. You know, and I think it's turning out really nice on here. Okay, here is that one section I did on the right side of the sliding glass doors. Now it kind of has a little bit of a grayish tone to it and a little bit of brown. That's what I like. I think it turned out really nice. You know, this panel right here was the hardest one to get on because I had to start from the bottom up because of the arch right there. And this is pre-pasted, but it's very heavy when it's wet, and it kept tearing on me, so I had a really hard time with the first piece. After that, it went pretty smoothly. Well, here is both the walls done before I get the curtains put on, and I really like how this turned out. I think it's just the perfect color. As you can see, I tried to make it lighter in some spots and darker in some spots. Just not sure if I like the wall color up against it. Okay, the curtains are up. Got everything back in here. And the only ugly thing in here is the dog's water dish, so please ignore. Trying to do this without any lights on in here so you can see it a little bit better. The only thing that's bugging me is that spot right there to the left. So I asked my husband, I said, shouldn't I just put a little bit of the brick over there, kind of blend it in? He's like, no, just stop it there. So I did. Still not sure if I like it. I'm gonna live with this for a little bit, but like I said, I'm gonna be doing something else to my cabinet, so I have to wait and see. Now, this picture over here, I remember that I showed that last year. This was just glass, and I took some scrapbooking paper and put behind it. And I might even make the frame a little bit darker because it does blend in with the brick. And I got my little shelf unit back here. You know, I'm thinking about painting these black. Sorry for my shadow there. Paint these black instead of brown. Oh, and I did go ahead and get my stool black. I got this, I think, for like $5 at Goodwill a few years back. And it was brown. I just did a light dry brushing with some black paint, and I took a little bit off with some sandpaper on the top here. I like it black better. It's kind of back up here. It's hard to see everything here with the chandelier in the way. Okay. Well, here's what the kitchen looks like from a distance. Let me back up just a little bit more. I don't trip on the steps here. This is what it looks like when you're walking to it from the family room. As you can see, I haven't done the niches yet. I think I'm going to pass on doing the wallpaper for right now. Just get them decorated first. Still got to live with this for a while. I'm not sure about that one section right there of the bump out. Kind of bugs me. But I am going to be redoing this cabinet. Testing it out first. So it's going to get a little facelift. Now, the previous owners redid the cabinets in here, but they left all the old frames. They just put new doors on. And I'm seriously thinking about painting them like I did the island. Now, we did the island ourselves. Now, of course, not this, was already a panel there, but it was the same color as the other cabinets. And over here, this was just all drywall. And I had the idea to get beadboard and put on here, and I had these corbels. They were black, and they're just resin, and I got them from Hobby Lobby many, many years ago. I was getting them at the other house that we lived in, but they were way too big and perfect here. And these right here, it's just a 2x4 underneath there. And you buy this trim, and it's nailed on. And this trim down here came this way. Nice and tall, I love it. And then I painted it. So I'm thinking about making the kitchen go to this. I'm just, you know, I don't know. I mean, I like the dark cabinet sometimes, but sometimes I don't. I don't know. That's why I'm going to test out this piece right here, because it is not original to the kitchen. It has a different inside, kind of like on the upper cabinets here to the left. That little thing was not, that little cabinet was not there, because it's totally different looking on the inside than the rest of them. They were originally oak cabinets. And all they did was paint them brown and put new doors on. And to me, they're really not the best quality doors. I mean, it's kind of hard to see here, but you might see. Check that out. Yeah, a lot of them have that with that light color there, where it's not all stained. So, yeah, I'm really thinking about switching it out. I'm going to test out that cabinet first and see how it goes. So, that is my plan in here. I might even have to paint the walls shade darker. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Let's kind of back up here one more time. But I do like the little breakfast nook area for sure. I am liking the way the walls look in there. So, are you ready to see the video from the melting pot? Now, I had to do some narration on it because they play music there, so I couldn't have that in the background. But I got some video footage together of every little stage of the meal and some of the inside. So let's check it out real quick. Well, this is the melting pot, and like I said, this is the old library here. This is in downtown Littleton. And you can sit out here, mainly, of course, when the weather's nice. Because when we've come in the summertime for our anniversary, there's a lot of people sitting out here. But they do have all the little lights on the trees. And this is a fire pit here. Of course, it's not going right now. Well, this is when you first come in, and I just love these water, I don't know what you really call them. It's bubbling water, and it changes colors. You get like purple, blue, green, orange, red, and down here, as you can see, there are more tables. There's about 4 different levels here. There's tables over here. Now we're standing at the front waiting to go to our table. And they have some of the lights up here with the water. See, these are turning red. Now I know this is dark. This is called the Starlight Room, and this is not the room we're going to be in. We have been in here many times, and it's a little bit darker in here, and there's only 2 tables. As you can see, this ceiling had the lights there. This is where we're sitting, over here. And he wanted me to get the bar area real quick. I forgot to get it to show you the bar. Okay, now I'm going to go down to the basement level, and this is where the bathroom is, and there's a whole bunch of tables down here, you know, and things, you can see it's really kind of cool down here, and it's really nice heading to the bathrooms here. Love the paneling on the walls. Alright, so this is another section, and this is our table, and this is the pot for the cheese. We're just waiting for it to come. And they brought our bottle of wine. Now here is the cheese fondue. We did an artichoke and spinach one, and they give you cauliflower, carrots, broccoli, and some green apples and bread. And it was really good. Now here's the salad that you get next. And I love this stuff that they have to put on it. Now here is going to be our cooking for the meats, and we do the coq au vin for that. These are the little plates, and here is the meats that we got. We got a filet, we got duck, we got chicken, shrimp, and a lobster tail. And then they bring you the raviolis, which was just cheese and tomato. And then you get the different dipping sauces to go with everything. Okay, so now we're waiting to put the meat in, and those things floating are mushrooms. You get some potatoes, mushrooms, and broccoli. And now we have our meats. Just waiting for that. Here's the chocolate fondue. Now, we did a flaming turtle, but I didn't get my phone out quick enough for it to be on fire. And here's my little cheesecake that I got for my birthday. And this is what it looks like when you come out at night. So we had a really great time. And like I said, I ate way too much, but very fun. I suggest if you have one in your area to go to one. It's quite the experience. Well, we had a great time that night, and I have to tell you, I ate way too much. Oh my gosh, I probably gained 10 pounds. They have so much food there, I couldn't even eat all the dessert. My problem is, when you get the cheese fondue first, that is my favorite part, so I eat a lot of that, and I just never know when to stop, because then you get the salad, then you get your meats, and then you get to dessert. So, and you know what, I have to admit, I'm not the biggest chocolate lover. You know, I used to be when I was younger, but I don't eat that much chocolate anymore, so it's really kind of hard to eat a lot of chocolate. But I did enjoy that little cheesecake that they brought out for my birthday. That was really sweet of them. So, you know what? That's it for the video today. And Thursday, it's going to be a Valentine's Day tablescape. And I'm going to talk about the collaboration again. Remind everybody, it's on February 6th for that. So we'll have some more information on that. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to show everybody that little, I think it's a nightstand that I got that I showed the picture of at Goodwill. I forgot to do that on Saturday. I have it way over there by the fireplace, and I spaced it out. You know, I said I'm kind of a space cadet lately. So, I don't know. I think I might just wait till Saturday. I don't know what I'm going to do for Saturday. But that will be on there for sure, and I'll show you everything on that and get some close-ups of it, because it's kind of cool, but it does needs a lot of work. So, that is it for today. And I want to wish everyone a very wonderful day, and I'll see you on Thursday for the tablescape. So bye for now.